But that's why I said you can walk all over me when it comes to marketing. You guys should be kicking my ass. Why? Because you can spend more. So let's talk about Abel. What can you spend? Now I'm just going to talk about statistics. I'm going to talk about stats to measure in a moment. So here's your key marketing stats. Now there's loads of stats, but if you don't know these, you can never market effectively. First one is the most important number is. If you don't know, this is not even a marketing thing, this is a business thing. If you don't know this, you can't make good decisions. And you need to know your customer lifetime value, or other known as like your lifetime value. So C, customer lifetime value. Does anyone know theirs? Cool. Whoa, game changer. Game changer. So write this down quickly. What is your average adjustment fee? You know yours?
Yes.
You know yours. Write that down. And multiply that. This is a rudimentary way of doing it, but it's a nice start. So you're going to multiply that.
Times PVA?
Yes.
Oh, then I know it.
Cool. So what does that equal?
No.
What does that equal? What do you got? Have you got it?
I don't know my PVA.
Okay, cool. So it's a bit different for you. It'll be the practice is PVA maybe. Or you go back and you look at spend per customer. So what you could work out is how much collections do we take, and how many clients equal those collections, and then you divide the two, and that'll give you a lifetime value for your model probably more accurately. Make sense?
53.30.
So you've got what?
53.30.
53.30. So 5,330.
Yep.
Okay. Now let me ask you: can you afford to spend? Can you afford to spend 200 to acquire a customer?
Oh.
Powerful stat, Chuck.
I don't know what PVA is either.
Cool.
I haven't watched it.
I've got a love-hate relationship with PVA because it's such an easy one. Should you be measuring it? Yeah, but there's so many variations. So what I've learned with PVA is that you can't compare PVAs because everyone measures it a bit differently. One, but as long as you're consistent with the measuring of the way you do PVA, that's why someone's PVA with the way they measure it at 24 is actually worth more than someone else's at 34. Do you include new patients in it? Do you not include do you include reports in it, etc.? Is it just adjustments divided by new patients, etc.? Everyone works it out a little bit differently. Do you include the new patients in the divided by total visits? So it's total visits divided by new patients. So everyone works a bit different, but as long as you're consistent with it, it's just a measure to head you in the right direction.
So there's not a more efficient one.
Okay, this is what we do. We go total visits, including new patients, divided by new patients.
And patients would be patients that show up, or just are scheduled, or
New patients. So they processed. They've been through day one.
okay.
So if they cancel, they don't go in that list. So it's new persons that actually attended and showed up to the appointment. PVA. That's how we do it. So more accurate, most businesses, this equivalent, they don't have a PVA number, so they have to actually go, we collected X amount divided by the amount of customers that spent that X amount, that's your lifetime value. Okay, cool. So straight away, your decision-making process is going to change for knowing that number, because now you go, holy shit balls, I can definitely afford to do that marketing campaign, because on average, at least from my statistics, once they start care, they're on X amount. But you cannot run a business without knowing that, because it's going to change all your decision-making processes. And sometimes for a lot of you, it's been really, really good, but as you start scaling and stuff like that, what happens to the scale, your PVA is going to, your customer lifetime value drops, your PVA drops when you scale, etc. So knowing that number is even more important, because I can't afford to spend. I have to be more thrifty with my spending. So I like to acquire customers at anywhere from 20 to 50 pounds, and I'm cool with that. Between 20 and 30 is my thing. But that's why I said you can walk all over me when it comes to marketing. You guys should be kicking my ass. Why? Because you can spend more.